T. Rob here. Glad you're back. I'm going to get to a few more of these, and then the last of them I'll do in a lightning round in a third and final installment. I don't want to leave anything out because I really appreciate the support this channel has gotten, and I don't want to ignore anybody's question. I'm going to conclude it with what the fuck happened, why am I on death row, and what I'm going to have for my last meal. That should be pretty interesting. Here we go. Daniel John asks, since you turned over a new leaf and started your journey, what has been your greatest achievement? It started with sobriety. I had to. Been abusing drugs and alcohol since the 8th grade. It was destroying my life. And so a year later, on May 17th, 2012, when I got my 1-year coin, my wife and daughter were there, and my son, the man who quite frankly saved my life, handed me my coin. That was pretty badass. And then a little quick story about what sobriety does for me. In February of this year, I ran a marathon, and you're not going to believe this. Not a real marathon, just me. And maybe about 21 miles, I ran out of water. Out of food, out of everything, out of energy, hurting. I mean, I'm in pain. And I'm coming up to a corner. I can take a right-hand turn. I'm a mile from home, not even a mile. And on my mix in my headphones comes the incomparable Maynard Ferguson. Man, I love that guy. And then here's where I'm going to lose you, but it's okay. The song? That's right. Gonna Fly Now. The theme from Rocky. It was kind of hard to take that turn at that point, so I trudged on and basically circled my house. I didn't want to get too far away because I was falling apart. When I had my 26.3, which is a little bit more in a marathon, I walked the rest of the way, about 10 blocks. Walked into the end of my neighborhood, feeling a little bit down. Both my parents were gone, never saw me turn my life around. And my mother-in-law, who was my backup mom, and cheered me on every step of the way through my sobriety and weight loss, had unfortunately passed away from brain cancer just a few months earlier. So as I kind of walked into the end of my neighborhood, I was feeling like, you know, there's really no one left to be proud of me. You always need mom to be proud of you. I mean, I don't care how old you are. As I turned the corner, I saw my daughter playing with some friends. Just broke down, man. Totally. She ran up to me, what's wrong? I told her. She said it's okay because I'm proud of you. She wrapped her little arms around me. Now that's the kind of fucking life I get to live because I don't use anymore. I don't have anything against anybody that does. I just can't. I'm a piece of shit. Dan Home Physique. How long is your pinor? I think that's Spanish for cock. I'm not sure. And this is not the first time Dan's left a comment on one of my videos that involved my penis. I'd like to first say, Dan, I really appreciate your personal interest in my junk. You have no idea how much it means to me. I mean, sometimes, to be honest, my dick can get a little bit lonely. My wife isn't always up for everything all the time. I am on TRT. And, you know, she's not a machine. So to know there's someone else out there in the world that's got my penis in mind, well, let's just say I've thought about you a time or two when I was taking care of business, if you know what I mean. You are British. That accent is quite sexy. And you know, well, PM me if you know what I'm talking about. But to get to your question, Daniel, how big is it? I'm going to put a couple numbers up on the screen right now. One of them's length, one of them's girth. I'm not going to tell you if they're centimeters, meters, millimeters, inches, yards. I'm not going to tell you any of that shit. You'll have to do the math for yourself. I'll give you a hint though. Picture a can of tuna. Not really long, pretty fucking thick. If you're done trying to picture my penis, I'm going to move on to the next one. Brian Nielsen, the Nerd Fight Club. Hell yeah, I've been waiting for some TNA videos from you for a while. Wait, did you say Q&A? Oh, fuck that. Unsubscribed. My question for the TNA video. How far are you willing to go for Freaky D's Pop-Tarts? How far am I willing to go, Brian? I'm going to make the most fucked up video I've ever produced on this channel. And that's saying a lot, because I've done some pretty fucked up shit on this channel. And I'm pulling out all the goddamn stops. And Dan, you're going down like a cheap whore on Saturday morning after a bad Friday night. Daddy wants the money, but there ain't none to give. That shit's going to leave a mark, and you're going to be walking funny when we're done. bet on it. In fact, speaking of Dan, I was able to get a still image of one of his latest training sessions as he prepares for this contest. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. And if not, just delete my YouTube channel and move out of the country. Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. You don't want a piece of me, old man!
You were like,